Hey guys, this is just a video log. It's the 27th of June and I run my public page here. I have a SafeBolt page that basically runs all of the pages that I will profile for all the pages that I have. Step Up Britain and Step Up USA are currently suspended because I'm preparing for the 7th of July to completely relaunch them. But as you know, I run a campaign called Forced Adoption Exposed in July, sorry, not in July, in December the 13th, 2012, 2 of my children were taken for forced adoption. And obviously I was received draconian gagging orders to not talk about what happened. I didn't know what to do at the time or anything about the system. It was something that happened to me within 3 minutes. And the majority of people's point of view with social services is that if a child has been taken, then the parent must have caused significant harm to their child. And as I've learned through, if people know my story, we've had Walk for Justice. I've been campaigning literally since Aaron and Faith were taken, right up until meeting Dean and leaving on the 21st of July 2015 from Downing Street. We came to Portsmouth. We've been through child protection twice, and we have our 2 boys. But I prepared for going to Manchester last week, where I spoke with BASW, which is the British Association of Social Workers, and I'm not legal. I'm no organisation. I have no governing body. I'm not ran by anybody. I don't work for anybody, despite there being blogs about me that say that I'm an MI5 agent. I'm not. I don't work for social services. I'm literally just a mum who was on disability benefits, who in 2010 decided to come out of the system with all of the changes. And I was just trying to find a way that, with a physical condition and being a mum of 4 children at the time, how I could work. And obviously the people that I went to ask was the likes of Donald Trump, Richard Branson, Alan Sugar, and people who speak at events like the Call to Success principles. And they're basically business network seminars and conferences that run under the National Achievers Congress. Now, by the date that you can see there, the 5th and 7th of October 2012, I was there and was goading that the arrogant twat Donald Trump should run as president. 2 months later, Aaron and Faith were taken, and the social worker Cheryl Osborne had actually been in attendance at the UPW, which is run by Tony Robbins, and the National Achievers Congress, which is run by Success Resources. All I was trying to do was, one, convince the government to change the word disabled to enabled, and I was just doing this as building my career and a job. And I was as a coach, so my degree is in psychology. I have counselling skills. I've coached with the Coaching Academy, trained with Tony Robbins. My son's playing cars on the table at the moment. I basically wanted to know how to earn over 60,000 to clear the system. So I thought I would go and ask people who obviously earn over 60,000. I learned that money was just a piece of paper exchanged for time and service, and I learned that obviously we live by belief systems being the things that we choose to accept as a truth. So whether it's through our parents, through the education system, through our environment, then we have belief systems. So we either believe that we can do something or we can't do something. And obviously as individuals, we're meant to know ourselves. We're meant to know who we are, what we like, what we're passionate about. And then we go and serve in that area, and we get paid for our time and our service or any products that we create. So I decided that rather than being a mum in an office, that I would work on social media so I could be a stay-at-home mum without sending my children into nursery providers. But obviously it's not that easy to work from home when you've got children. I had 4 at the time. I've now got 2 little ones at home with me. And obviously I'm not computer illiterate. So anyway, because of this situation, people know that I was arrested with David Cameron, that I've been arrested on quite a few occasions or had police involvement because of campaigning and being involved in scales and things like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're up against a system, and we are in a revolution. We are. It's a revolution with ourselves. We've got to take back our heart, minds and souls. But at the end of the day, we live under a structure and monarchy and rules and regulations. But I was involved with Hope for Justice before Aaron and Faith were taken, which is about child trafficking and just trafficking in general, human trafficking. And unfortunately, this is going on within our own system. So basically, children are being taken, like literally from hospitals or from parents' homes or schools, with parents where it's classed as possible future emotional harm, even false allegations. Now, I am not saying that there are not children that need to be protected. There are. Part of what I've been involved in was obviously pushing for the child abuse inquiry, and a lot of stuff with adoption, which has been going on historic. So I go over onto Forced Adoption Exposed. I do videos. My YouTube has videos for explaining to people what the system is, how the system works, and how to work with the system. Because as parents, we do need to protect and safeguard our children. But the problem right now is we've got to be protecting and safeguarding our children from the services. Social workers are underfunded, over-resourced, underworked, and actually underqualified. And what they do is basically, in order to get to know a parent, all this stuff I talk about over on FEA. This is my public page. So the only way you can really know who somebody is and what they're about is to know them, to spend lots of time with them, to be in their personal circle. But there are people out there that do harm children. There are people out there that do harm other adults. And there should be support and help for these people. But at the end of the day, with a right to a private life, we also have a right to do or be and have the free will that we have. You know, a Bible exists and we can follow that Bible, follow the 10 Commandments. The courts at the end of the day are a court of Moses. That's actually, if you follow Jesus, Jesus was actually about turning over the money changers, and obviously the monarchy is about tax. But, you know, the money makes the world go round, and every single person has a job. They go to work in order to pay their bills. And I've been trying to decide, what do I do to provide for my children? Because we used to live in a time and space where fathers were the breadwinners and mothers were the carers. Women went way too far when they burnt the bras, by the way, because in an ideal world, I would just be a mother to my children. But, you know, we as women, and by the way, I'm not into all this feminist stuff, this right-wing, lesbian, left this, right, that, left this, right, that. I'm not a marching soldier, left, right, left, right, left, right. I don't support our political parties. I don't believe in parties because parties alienate people. They only represent the people that they want at their party. And then, you know, obviously we've got Liberals and Labour and Conservative, and they only represent the model that exists. It doesn't represent the whole of the UK. I believe in positions. So I would officially maybe now class myself as an activist, because I'm active. And I believe that we should have the right people in the right positions doing the